Hey guys, welcome to another week of Camp Chef Live. This is what we're doing today. Prime rib, and we've got a lot of drooling mouths and growling stomachs at the Camp Chef office today. Been working on this today. We'll show you guys how to prep one. Super easy. It's so easy you really can't mess it up, especially when you throw it on a pellet grill.
Let's get a nice close look at this. You guys who are just joining us, this is what we're going to show you to make today. Looks and smells delicious.
And while we've also got that going on, we do have a giveaway going on. Alright guys, we're already giving one of these away in our 12 days Feed Your Outside giveaway. And that link, we'll be sure and post that link after the video, or you can find it on our Facebook page. But we hit 300 shares, we're going to give one of these away.
So, National Parks cast iron set.
Yes.
What comes in that, Tom?
So you've got your skillet, the Dutch oven, and let me make sure I don't lie to you there on anything. Yeah, so we've got your skillet, Dutch oven is what comes with it. And as we've shown before in other videos, you know, you pull it right out of the box and you're ready to start cooking, which, you know, depending on what you're doing, that's a good route to go. So remember, sharing is caring, guys. Sharing is caring. 300 shares, we're going to be giving one of these away, and all you need to do is like and comment on this video and share. Make sure you're sharing with your friends so we can give one away today. And yeah, if you guys didn't see the breath there, it is cold. If the video starts shaking a little bit, it's Tori's hands freezing. We've got a prime rib here. We'll show you how to get it ready. But one of the things I want to touch on real quick, prime rib, you know, there's a few different methods that you can use to get a prime rib ready. We went the route of working with a local butcher shop, and we went with the bone out, and we had them trim it and tie it for us. You know, some people may want to do it themselves, which if you want to, more power to you. The butcher, they can do it all very quickly for you, save you some time and effort, and you end up with really a great looking piece of meat that when it comes time, you just season it, put it on your pellet grill, and away you go.
Yeah, let's get some likes for that. That is looking ready to go onto our grill. For those of you just tuning in, well, can we give them a quick look at our finished one? It looks so good, you guys. So there is our finished prime rib. Let's get some likes for that. That's what we're going to be showing you how to make today. And yours hopefully will look the same. I mean, this one is pretty hard to screw up, so you guys should come out with something that delicious looking as well.
Yeah, so one of the things we want to talk about when you're doing prime rib, what we did today when we were getting this prime rib ready is you want to let it sit and rest for, you know, about 2 hours till it hits about room temperature. That'll help ensure that your prime rib has an even cook all the way throughout the entire time. The last thing you want, as I've learned today, is, you know, some people may want it, but really good prime rib, it has a consistent color all the way through. There's no gray ring or anything. It has a consistent color, and letting it come to room temperature helps make it so it cooks evenly. And that's also why you want it tied like this. If you don't tie it, your prime rib is going to flatten out, and you're going to end up with odd temperatures and your prime rib at different temperatures, and you don't want that at all, especially on this expensive as a cut of meat. Roughly, you're looking at $8.99 a pound for prime rib. So you don't want to mess it up, which is part of the reason why a lot of people are intimidated by prime rib. It's an expensive cut of meat, but when you do it right, it's money. So with this guy, what we did today, and we'll talk about it in a recipe we'll post tomorrow. Super simple, we'll show it here in a minute, but we put salt and pepper on it, and then we did this on high, so our We set it up to high. Have Corey take a look at that. So we set it to high, and with the blanket on it, we were hitting a temp of about 480, 490 degrees. Put it on high for about 20 minutes, and then we turned it back down to 325 until we hit an internal temp of 125. Prime rib, you really want to go for a medium rare, almost a rare temperature. 125, great time to pull it. Now here's a trick when you're doing prime rib. When you pull it, you want to make sure you let it rest a minimum of 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and pull this guy off.
Let's get some likes for that. If you guys are just tuning in, this is what we are making today. Some super, super yummy holiday prime rib. Let us know if you guys have never made this before, or if you have, how it's gone. We're going to be showing you how to make that today. And also, if you're just tuning in now, we are doing a little giveaway today. Oh, Tom set the prize on the ground. We'll go down here. We are giving away our National Parks cast iron set once we hit 300 shares on this video today. So sharing is caring, you guys. Share this if you want to win this cast iron set. It comes with a skillet and a Dutch oven with the lid. So pretty much everything you need to make all of the delicious cast iron meals that you love. And that's, once again, that's when we hit 300 shares. To enter is super easy. Just like and comment on this video and you will be entered in the giveaway. So get sharing, guys.
All right, now we're gonna have to skip a step real quick here because we're losing an important part of prime rib. Because when you rest the prime rib, open this up, and you have all this wonderful, just rendered down beef juice. And this is stuff we want to keep. So we'll make a little well right there.
And get on the other side of you so we can see the play-by-play action.
And pour that in. All right. And this is something we're going to use. We're going to set it aside for right now, but we're going to use that to serve with the prime rib. Now, some folks, they'll take like a beef base and mix it in with this, help make it go a little bit further, especially if you're feeding a large group. It's a good thing to be able to do. Now, like I was saying earlier, you know, when you've got your prime rib and you hit that key temperature of 125 degrees, the way we wrap this, was shown this today, and it was really good to learn this. So you're going to take a strip of foil. In fact, let me get one.
Thank you guys for sharing and for tuning in. We're at 300 live viewers right now.
Woohoo! All right, so all we did is you'd have your prime rib sitting on a cutting board similar to this, and get some gloves here. And
that looks super good. Let's get a close up of that one more time. I'm just giving you all the money shots with this food today, you guys. I'm so excited to try this.
all right, so you take your prime rib, you put it on here, and then you want to try to wrap it in such a way that you're putting in almost kind of a bowl of foil. Trap all that juice. You'll wrap it over this end, wrap it over this end, and you know, it'd be good for good measure probably to do that one more time, and then you're going to wrap it up a couple more times just to keep it all insulated and you know, all that heat right there. Because one of the things with prime rib is that it's had all that time of, you know, the meat being cooked and just getting really tense, and when you rest it, it gives it an opportunity to relax, for all the juice and everything to redistribute and to get that really, really tender flavor and
juice.
yeah. Let's leave it there.
Words can be
All right.
hard.
Yes. So,
for those of you just joining us, you guys, in case you missed the super yummy food shot, this is prime rib. We are making this today and showing you guys how to make one like this on your pellet grill. We are also, as per usual, doing a giveaway today with our National Parks cast iron set. Tom is modeling that for us. Thank you, Tom. That comes with a skillet and a Dutch oven with a lid. So everything you need for your cast iron recipes. And that is happening once we hit 300 shares. So don't forget to share this video. We're at 350 live viewers right now. If every one of you just shared it once, we would be there giving away one of those.
Now, one of the other key things to do when you let it rest, in our case, we actually put it in one of our coolers. So we'll take this, and obviously, normally you'd have it wrapped all the way up. You just drop it in the cooler. I'll let you guys get a shot of that. And then you have it all the way wrapped up, and then take additional blankets, towels, dish rags, whatever, to help fill up all that space, to keep all of that extra heat, and to keep your cooler from taking that heat away from your prime rib. So while we're getting this prime rib ready, we're gonna let this guy continue to rest.
Yeah. So one thing cool about a cooler is you can use it just as easily to keep things warm, despite its name. Because really it's just good at insulating things. So it works super well for prime rib like this, or turkey, or brisket, or whatever.
Absolutely. And Tori, I think we just heard we're at 300 shares.
Yes, we are at 300 shares.
Awesome.
Congratulations, you guys. That means we're gonna give away one of these. I'll go back over to it real quick. Our National Parks cast iron set. So yay for you! Dutch oven with a lid and a skillet, all in one set. Just in time for the holidays and all of that stuff. So thank you guys for sharing. Keep sharing, let your friends know that they can win something awesome like that. And to enter, all you have to do is like and comment on this video.
Absolutely. So next we are going to put, so now it's time for the prep. We've got our prime rib from the butcher, and it's been sitting for a couple hours to get to room temperature. So we've got
as close to room temperature as it can get out here.
yeah, right now it's 29, 25 degrees, somewhere around there.
It's cold, cold, cold.
So we are just going to put some pepper on this guy.
In case you missed the tip earlier, we got this from a local butcher, and we had them tie it for us. Is that correct, Tom?
Yeah, so we had them trim and tie it for us, and we also went the route of going with bone out. A lot of people will go the option of bone in, and you know, it's more a personal preference than anything else. It does make it a little bit more difficult to get this nice even shape with that bone in. This way, when we slice it, and we'll show it here in a minute, you're going to get that nice, even, thick slices with the bone in. A little bit more difficult to be able to do that. But we'll get some more pepper on this guy. And then we're going to add kosher salt. We want to go with kosher salt, not sea salt. Kosher salt is going to give you a little bit more flavor. It's going to help penetrate into the meat and absorb into it. And then with this thing, what we're going to do today is we're going to let it sit overnight. And that's definitely another personal preference. Some people, like we did with this one, we prepped it and put it right on the grill today. So get some salt on there.
Yum, yum, yum.
And from what I understand and what I've been told, you almost want to put more salt on it than what you would think. Some people, they're too afraid that they're going to put too much salt on it and it's going to ruin it. Really, with big cuts of meat like this, you really can't go wrong.
So what Tom was saying is just all that salt on there. That's probably more than most of us would think to put on a piece of meat because you don't want to over salt it, but with something as big as a prime rib, you want to make sure that you have enough salt to get that flavor. We are almost, we just hit 600 live viewers.
Awesome.
Now, so.
Hey, where's everyone joining in from? You know, we've got 600 live viewers. We've got to get some people from some interesting places. Where's everyone from? Let us know. Oh, we were just told, someone asked the size of the prime rib. We have two 10-pound prime ribs at $8.99 a pound. You know, that's definitely something you want to consider. And if you're feeding a group, something to think about, you should figure on about a pound, maybe not quite a pound per person. So if you're feeding 20 people, you're looking at 20 pounds of prime rib. If you got some kids, obviously you're not going to be giving a pound of prime rib to a kid. If they are, that's one lucky kid.
Got some people from Kentucky, Mississippi, Utah, Texas. Thank you for joining us today, you guys.
All right. That's it.
That was easy.
That was easy. That's all you do. So tomorrow, when we smoke this, we're going to do a little bit different than we did today. We're going to try a different method, and we're going to go low and slow first for the first, probably 3 to 4 hours till it hits an internal temp of 110. And then we're going to crank the pellet grill on high to finish it, get that crust on the outside, let it rest, because we want to, again, go for that internal temperature of 125. Something that a lot of people forget when they're cooking meat is that, or really cooking anything with a pellet grill, is they're going based off time. Time is more of a guideline when you're cooking on a pellet grill. You really want to go with that internal temperature. So with steak, if you're going medium rare, you want to go with about 135. Rare, 125. Prime rib, we're going for 125. But enough talking, let's cut into that prime rib.
Ooh, yes, let's see the finished one.
So,
let's see some likes if you guys want to see us cut into the beautiful finished prime rib. If you guys are just joining us, I guess you haven't seen it yet even. And for those of you who have been with us this whole time, you know how delicious it looks. So we put it in our cooler to rest, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, but a cooler is actually really great just for insulating things in general. So it could keep things warm just as easily as it keeps things cool. So it's perfect for big cuts of meat, like a prime rib, like a brisket, like a turkey, like whatever you happen to be making for this holiday season. Right, Tom?
that is absolutely right.
And hello everyone from all over the country. We are seeing
Yes.
so many different locations. Thanks for joining us today.
So, we'll get this off of there. And I'm ready to eat, guys.
Yeah, Dawn said just cut it. Dawn is ready to see this.
You know what,
Tired
Dawn?
of waiting around.
I'm ready to see it too. So one other tip, if you have a carving knife, definitely want to go that route. They're going to be a little bit longer, have a rounded edge, and the way they're set up, they're going to be able to cut into meat like this a little bit easier. If you don't have that, I'm getting smoked out by our own pellet grill, guys. Sorry.
Lots of smoke. Just for the pellets.
Just use a standard chef's knife with a straight edge, and you want to get it as sharp as possible, because the last thing you want to do is tear a great cut of meat like this. You don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and cut some of this butcher's twine. And the nice thing with the twine about having then the butcher go ahead and put that on for you, this is a good way, pull some of that back for you, it's a great way to be able to know, where to cut and the sections. So we've got this piece right here, and then we'll be cutting that piece right there. So that's just another nice thing about having someone else tie it for you. I know that if I were tying it, I wouldn't be able to get as even spacing right there. Let's go ahead and cut into this.
Yeah, I think our viewers are ready for it. Wow.
Alright, let's get a nice big piece cut.
Yum. Let's get some likes for that. That looks delicious.
So,
It looks a little blue on the camera because it's so cold out here today. But man, it looks good on our end.
alright, so we'll get that on here. Pull off our string.
Yum. Here come all the likes, Tom. All the people that are so jealous of us today.
Alright, and then this is the key thing about keeping this. It's, because it is so cold, it's coagulated a little bit. But I will just pour that back on there. And then I think we're going to be going Mountain Man style out here because I think we forgot to get some forks. But that's okay. Sometimes you want that first taste test without a fork. So let's see how we did here. Let's get some of that crust. Have a piece right there, and let's see how we did.
How'd we do, Tom?
It's a lot better than most restaurants, prime ribs I've had. As we cut into it, it's going to be great. We're going to have this with it. And a lot of people, they'll add horseradish sauce with it. And there's a lot of different ways to be able to do that. We'll probably show that at a later date, how to make a recipe like that. In the meantime, though, we've hit 300 live viewers. So someone's going to win a National Park cast iron set. But make sure you keep sharing because to enter, you need a like and comment. So make sure you keep doing that. And then we'll be posting this very simple and easy recipe within the next, sometime later today or tomorrow. You have until midnight tonight to enter, and you have another chance to win a National Parks cast iron set because we have our 12 days of Feed Your Outside. It's a great chance to win a different prize every day. You can enter once a day, each day, and we'll post a link to that as soon as we're done with this video. Other than that, before we wrap up, are there any questions that you guys have on doing prime rib, cooking with a pellet grill, before we wrap up?
Susanna wanted to know how long we cooked it for today.
So today we went really hot and then cooled things down a little bit, and we did about 2.5, almost 3 hours was about what we did. And that was the method of going on high. So we were about 480, 490 degrees on the pellet grill. And then we backed it down to 325 until we hit an internal temp of 125. Tomorrow, we're fortunate enough to be able to do this again tomorrow. We're gonna go low and slow until we hit a temp of 110. And we'll crank it on high until we hit 125.
Awesome.
Any other questions?
We did this on a pellet grill today.
Yeah.
Oh, truck driving by. But Leslie wanted to know if this was something you could do on a regular grill.
Absolutely. You can definitely do it on a regular grill. If you are doing it on a regular grill, one thing that I would suggest, if you can and if you have the room, try to set up an indirect heat kind of situation. So if you're doing with charcoal or on a bigger gas grill, try to have all your heat on one side, and that's where you're going to do the really hot cook right off the bat, and then put it over on the cooler side, let it just cook slowly, and vice versa if you want to go the low slow method and then that hot method right off to finish it off.
Awesome. And Danny would like to know what kind of wood pellets we used today.
We're using our competition blend, Danny. Personal preference, and I think an office favorite here at Camp Chef, is to go with our competition blend. It's got maple, hickory, and cherry in it, and it's a great pairing of those flavors, and goes with just about any cut of meat. I really haven't found anything it doesn't go with yet.
Awesome. I think that might be pretty much all of them. We'll continue
Awesome.
answering questions on the comments, you guys, and we'll post this recipe either today or tomorrow. In the meantime, make sure you like and comment to enter our giveaway so you can enter to win the National Parks cast iron set. Share this with your friends so they have a chance to enter too. And we will also post a link to our 12 days of Feed Your Outside. You can enter every single day to win one of our awesome prizes. So don't forget to do that as well. Anything else for them, Tom?
I don't think so, guys. Thanks for joining in, and make sure you subscribe to our videos at the end of this, so the next time we go live, you receive an immediate notification that we go live. Follow us on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.